97 OK? Steve Shannon Show with Mandy James. You know, rumors and truth are not very close friends. And yesterday we were trying to find out what is the true story behind Karen on the Rock River, and it written in stone there. And we got several stories yesterday, but our favorite came towards the end of the show, the one that we want to believe is the truth. And if you didn't hear that, here's that story.
Well, I worked for them for 25 years.
Yes?
When they got married, they lived on Harlem, and then they moved. And when they moved into their new house, Dr. Darlin did that in stone as a tribute to Karen. No, Dr. Darlin did it all by himself.
Wow.
They've been married over 30 years. He's always been absolutely enthralled with her. He always said Karen was his rock, and that's why he did it. They're wonderful people. It had absolutely nothing to do with the ex-wife.
What kind of doctor was he?
He was a family practice doctor, and he was in the Rockford area over 40 years.
Wow.
What made him the man he was Karen. They did it together, day and night, every day, 5-6 days a week. They did it. They loved their patients.
That's the true story. We have a unique position because next we'll talk to Karen's son.
It's the Steve Shannon Show on 97 COK.
So what is the true story of Karen on the Rock River? Karen's son, Jason, is on the phone with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Steve. How are you?
Gosh, we're really good, man. And thank you so much for reaching out to us on Facebook in the midst of the conversation. This is in tribute to your mother. That's what inspired him to do that?
To say the least. I mean, you're talking about a hopeless romantic here. I mean, the story is what a lot of people think. I mean, it is really like the best, like, love story you could imagine. Me growing up in it, you know, it was super cheesy and, you know, all that other stuff. But, yeah, she's pretty close to the story. When she said the comment about, you know, they've never really spent, you know, a day apart, I mean, that's true. I mean, you know, I've heard all this stuff with Nancy Reagan and how, you know, her and the president were only a phone call away. No, I mean, with these two that we're talking about, they never left each other's side from the second that they were married in 1984. And literally, I mean, it will make you sick how deep this goes. I mean, this guy, my stepfather, Dr. Darlin, he is just goo-goo over my mom ever since day one. Has never let up, not even a little bit. I'm talking love notes. I'm talking pictures, drawings, you name it. It just makes you redefine, like, your own personal relationships, you know? It was kind of weird because he was my doctor prior to this, prior to 1984. He actually delivered my sister.
I want to ask you one last thing, Jason. Yesterday, when we were having this conversation, and obviously we didn't know any part of the story. We heard rumors, but yesterday was also a special day to the two of them, unbeknownst to us, that is the strangest coincidence.
I had a friend call me, so I caught the tail end of your show yesterday, and when you gave them that shout out, I thought that was the coolest thing because, you know, they are so deserving of, like, you know, that kind of attention because their love's so strong. And yeah, St. Patrick's Day 1984, they got married at the clock tower in the biggest snowstorm you've ever seen. I mean, it really complete flip-flop than what we had yesterday, and it has just been a love fest after that. I mean, that's really the only way I can really explain it.
Jason, thanks so much for chatting with us this morning. Hope to run into you somewhere soon.
I'd love to bring you through and give you a tour of that house. I mean, the Karen and the Rocks, you know, that's a great thing, but the house that they built together and what they have inside would just blow your mind. It really would.
Okay, I'm free for dinner about 6:30.
Right. All right.
Mandy, can you clear your schedule?
Yes.
Jason, thank you again so much, and please pass along our love and appreciation to both of them, will you?
Here's the thing I most want to say after getting the truth about that story. What I believe to be the truth, when I was told what it was about, it really cheapened it. In comparison now, it cheapened it immensely.
Yes.
And if that was the story that kept going around, those of you now that know the truth, when somebody asks you, don't make anything up. You don't have to. That story is part of Rockford's history.
It sure is.
And the fact that we have something part of our history that is about a beautiful, romantic, loving relationship, do not tarnish that when you retell this story. Please make that promise to us. I can't wait to see the inside of that house.
I can't wait to meet them.